Hey everyone, welcome back to Two Idiots Review. I'm Caleb.
I'm Hannah, and it has been a while, but we are back and we are watching 3 episodes. I almost said of The Mandalorian, of Boba Fett, because we are 3 weeks behind. So we are watching episode 4, 5, and 6. Um,
Yeah, this is
yeah,
just going to be one big long video.
one
We're
long
going to
video.
do a review at the end. We'll be reviewing all three since we're just kind of marathoning this one. And then hopefully we're going to try to stay current thereafter. I mean, there's only like one episode left
Yeah,
after.
there's only like one
So it's
episode.
not going to be that hard, but
Yeah.
yeah, we just kind of dropped the ball on this series. But we're excited to continue watching to see what happens in the next couple of chapters.
Yep. So that's all
That's
I got. Let's take a look.
Like it always starts off like fuzzy, like that way we know it's like a flashback.
I know, they're like, just in case you're not like, hey, what is he doing? He has very good posture.
Oh, bantha skeleton and horns.
No, I was more focused on his good posture. I should be sitting better.
I don't know. He had like no back support on a bantha. How was he doing
He
that?
was just like, good. He's got good core muscles. Good.
I do not. I'd be all like hunched over, like riding it. Like
I'd be like just trying to like lay and like hug it. It's an alien invasion. Wait.
like, wait, that's normal. Never mind.
He's like, wait, no.
That happens every day.
Is that a
it's
UFO?
fine.
He's like, oh wait.
So now it's been like 5 years. Like these flashbacks are like I was expecting like it'd been like a few weeks, maybe a few months, maybe a year. In time, but like it's now spanned 5 years. Like
I mean, all his time with the.
with the Tuscans. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean though. But like, it didn't feel like he had spent 5 years with the Tuscans. It felt like it was, maybe a couple months, maybe a year, but not like 5 years. You took her to a nightclub? Probably should have taken her to a hospital. I want a robotic hand that I can have attachments for. I just don't want to lose my actual hand in order to have a robot hand. I want my real hand to be one of the attachments, and then I can like attach my real arm back on.
I go for a little more Captain Hook, where I can undo the hook and then like have like a knife.
That's a little primitive. I want more go-go gadget style.
Takes some getting used to. Time you start to crave it.
So it's like have like heroin in it.
I was like, that's what I was like. So it's like a drug.
Of the midroom.
Like it's got some crack in it, but
I want one of those. I want a droid that's
a
just
robot
gonna
chef.
make, yeah, I want a droid that's just gonna make me dinner.
And can defend you if somebody breaks in.
Right?
Oh, she's like slit its throat.
Boba Fett.
Just like turned itself off.
Instead of like taking a cyanide pill, he's just like.
Can we go now?
Boba Fett definitely needs more guys. That's his problem, is that he doesn't have enough people like wandering around his castle. Like it's just him and like the two hog guys, and then like he has like the band of teenagers now. But I'm like he needs more people.
Make sure that thing can still fly.
You gotta get some rearview mirrors on that thing, man.
Well, you could just like see the ship like in the background and just like slowly coming upon them, like.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, that thing's dead. Like, seriously, you don't remember coming out with your armor on?
I mean, probably not, because he was like super dehydrated and like.
Are you serious about forming your own house?
How many times
House
have you
Fett?
hired me?
First of his
You
name.
took the time to think.
Then you and I would be.
His house motto or sigil or whatever it would be, he's no good to me, dead. Why is he so angry towards them exactly?
I have no idea.
We're getting a spin-off show with him too, and this is like the setup for it?
Are they responsible for
Jeez.
something? Like.
Both like walks in, he's just like, alright, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, he's looking younger now that he's all healed. You thought that was a good idea. wasn't it? Exactly.
I'm sorry.
uh,
think you've made your point.
Or I rip off his arm.
hello.
Mendo.
It would have been nice if that was a surprise, but stupid Twitter. I mean, it's my own fault, I guess, for going on Twitter, but.
That's not me. That doesn't even look like me.
That voice sounds familiar.
I'm gonna give the rest of you the opportunity to walk out that door.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Who bites people?
Oh, we still got that.
Yeah. He's like, man, this thing's nice.
He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna give it to what's her name.
Did he just burn himself?
Seriously? Jeez.
The book of the Mandalorian.
I know, that would have been funny, but it's just like, it like fades away and it's like, the Mandalorian. Return of the Mandalorian. Got the Halo ring from the Halo game? Oh, seriously, did this become the Mandalorian show? Me after riding the stationary bike for like 10 minutes.
Me after walking up the stairs.
He dies on this episode. They're like, oh, by the way, there's going to be no Mando Season 3. I'm like, what?
Surprise.
This is the way.
That dude wants that thing so bad. He is eyeing that thing like.
Mando's like, come and take it.
Mandalorian steel is meant for armor, not weapons.
No, do not melt that down.
Then forge it into armor.
No.
The dark saber is a more noble weapon for you to wield. Had our sect not been cloistered on the moon of Concordia,
Is she gonna like
That's what I'm like.
try to attack him with that? Maybe not. I just kind of got the vibe that she was
I
like
know.
getting ready to like
She's like,
stab
I'm
him
gonna
with
fight
that.
you for it, so I can now rule Mandalore.
straight away from the path. As
eventually the Imperial interlopers destroyed all that we knew and loved.
What shall I forge for the foundling Grogu?
Little helmet.
A
It's like
lightsaber.
missing like the room for its ears.
I mean, seriously, this is not even Boba Fett anymore. This is just like a little thing to tie us over for Mandalorian.
Solus.
I forget this thing can pretty much cut through anything. I mean, you better not be just checking that into to a
I know everything that's in there.
it's like an airplane service.
Yeah.
Like you better not
Not
be
just gonna
checking your
check your
bag.
bag. Especially with the freaking dark
Saber.
saber in it. Just like a plane, there's always a kid that's like.
Well, at least it was still in there. I was half expecting it to not be in there.
He opens it up and he's like.
I returned him to his own kind.
Why the hell would you do that? You make good money off that thing. Over the petting zoo.
Why would you do that for? Like said every fan watching the
know.
show.
Right this way.
Is that a pod racer?
Ready to have your mind crest. I said I had a replacement for a racer crest.
It's like it looks like a Naboo like fighter. I forget what the official name for it is, but it looks like the fighters that they used in episode 1.
Starfighter, handmade for the Royal Guard and commissioned personally by the Queen of Naboo.
This is a pile of junk.
You want your credits back?
They're not even like
Just focus right here. Yes. Yes.
every dad can relate to when they're telling their kid to point a flashlight into the engine.
You're gonna be the fastest ship on the outer rim. See if the Jawas are still out back. Dated a Jawa for a while. They're quite furry. Here they are.
If I give them a list of parts,
In this kinesio switch right here. You hit this button, they're gonna evacuate your exhaust manifold, if you know what I mean.
Can we get like a spin-off of her show?
I know, right? I'd like to see like little like shorts, like little 10-minute things where she's like fixing stuff or doing, you know.
thanks, I'm back.
Around. Ever since the mutant spice for the system, everything's gone to hell.
Slowly piecing it back to
Go near
Boba Fett.
Well, thanks.
Well, like for the most part, this has just been a little bridge between Mandalorian season 2 and Mandalorian season 3.
Trying to make me look bad.
Oh, they didn't really keep the yellow paint. I kind of like the
No,
yellow.
I knew they were gonna get rid of that. He's more into all silver looking, all chrome, all whatever his steel is called.
Used to a gunship, but she's a starfighter, so fly her like one.
Hey, that's like the track where they did do the pod racing. I think, or it just looks like it. I'm pretty sure this is the track for the pod racing. That's kind of a nice little nod.
Tight. She tracks like a rail speeder.
Well, how was it?
Wizard.
Wizard.
Uh,
An old friend of yours dropped by, said she was looking for you.
A friend of mine?
Don't
Bryce Dallas Howard. She directed episodes of The Mandalorian, so it makes sense that she directed this episode.
is it weird that this has been like my favorite episode of Boba Fett and like he wasn't even in it? I mean, that was definitely like a filler episode and like
Of Boba Fett, but it was a good episode.
I mean, it was a good
to set up,
episode.
like The Mandalorian.
it was a good episode and yeah, I mean, like I said, it's my favorite one of the series so far and Boba Fett wasn't even in it, so that's
Says a lot. Chapter 6.
It's like, so is he going to be in the war? Because if he's not, like I said, he had to go pay a visit to a little friend. And so, like, are we going to go see Grogu in this? Or, like, is that, like, is he not going to be part of it? Like, what's happening?
You know where you are, gentlemen.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, yeah, they're just bringing everybody back. Who next? Are you have, like, Luke fighting in this war?
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, being you're not from around here.
So,
Like, is that spices or drugs?
well, I think that's what they call spice.
Oh. I'd assume they meant, like, spice.
Like, what's his face? Poe.
I guess
is,
I'm just,
Poe is who used to be a spice runner. Or a spice smuggler, or whatever it is. You're like, what is that, like cumin or paprika?
I mean, I was taking the wholesome route and just assuming it was spices. R2! I told you, like, are they going to recruit Luke into this war? He's like, I'm not going back to Tatooine.
I think Sebastian Stan is playing the younger version.
Like, we can't have a Star Wars series without having Grogu in it. Like, oh, I thought that rock was floating by the Force, but it's just a robot. How disappointing. Okay, but, like, do they have to look like spiders?
Is that the thing where in the new trilogy,
I don't think that's the same planet.
where they're building like the Jedi temple? Is that what
I mean, they could be building a Jedi temple, but it's not the same planet that Luke was on in episode 7 and 8.
Is this where they are? Don't shut off. Wake up.
Are we gonna see a little Kylo Ren? Just like a little 2-year-old toddler. They're like, "Hey Ben, like get over here." We're like, "Oh, that guy."
Yeah, no, like kill him, kill him.
He had a kid with him?
Grogu. Luke.
Is he sleeping?
Like, oh, lunch.
He's like, I need to move some frogs.
He's like, what? I'm hungry. He's like, I was disappointed by the fact that you were only able to get one frog, not multiple.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Like, it's time for a feast. You're gonna see something really special.
I want to tell you about someone you remind me of a great deal. His name was Yoda. He was small like you, but his heart was huge.
He's like, what are you doing?
Let me help you remember.
Oh, we're getting a little,
Oh, the Order 66.
he's like, okay, I want to stop remembering.
Well, that was a cool scene.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Jeez.
got a lot of people in this episode.
I know.
Glad to see you here.
It's gonna be a huge war.
I'm an old friend of the family.
I thought you weren't going to help train Grogu.
I'm not. Master Lucas.
Old friend of the family.
That's my question for you. What will someday be a great school?
That is the. I mean, that's where.
Who will be its first student?
I'd like to know how he's doing.
It might be the planet where we saw
Ben.
Kylo like
Yeah.
overthrow and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything was burning, but it wasn't like the island that he was on in
No, no,
episodes.
no.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you doing this for Grogu? Or are you doing this for yourself?
Daddy's home.
Grogu misses you a great deal. If he sees you, it will only make things more difficult for him.
Let's see you jump. That's all you got?
Looks like me when I try to jump.
Ben? You're trying too hard. Don't try.
Do.
Do.
Or do not. There is no try. I feel like you were trying too hard with that dialogue.
I want to show you something.
He's like, you're taking my backpack.
I mean, I'm really liking these last two episodes. I just feel like they're so out of place for this Boba Fett series. Like, I'm enjoying watching these, but it feels like the Boba Fett has paused and now we're like watching a different show.
Yeah.
Mainly because Boba Fett's not in it. You're so uncoordinated, Grogu. Like
Use the Force.
He's like, ooh, oh.
No, that isn't how it works. Get back up. Always get back up.
He's like, I don't have great reflexes.
He's like, I don't want to be a Jedi anymore.
I know.
Take me back to Mando. Whoa.
Very good.
Okay, can you put him in something other than like a potato sack for clothes?
Sometimes I wonder if his heart is in it.
So much like your father.
He's all rude. Oh.
Like, what do you think I'm gonna go and like kill a bunch of people? Or what?
Will I see you again?
Perhaps.
He's like,
In my show.
May the Force be with you.
It's like, of course you will. You're gonna have a cameo in my show because whenever you appear, the ratings go way up. the viewership goes way up.
Soldiers the last few weeks. Mayor Shays is on their
hey,
payroll
Boba, welcome back
and
to
has
your
flown
show.
off-world, which means us. The storm is about to break.
What was that?
What's going on, boss? Handle this, deputy.
He's like, handle what?
That hat looks familiar.
I'm not leaving you out here alone. Get inside.
I think I've seen him in the Clone Wars series. Can't remember what his name is though.
And who might you be? Hey, the marshal ain't for sale.
He's like, get out of here.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
He's gonna look away for a split second, and he's gonna die.
You fool.
Wait, you forgot your katana.
Knew that was coming.
Well, I guess she's dead. Yeah, a lot of people dying this episode. Uh-oh. He's gonna give Grogu the choice.
Mm-hmm. Little chainmail, I guess.
The Mandalorian wanted you to have this.
Spice.
Little lightsaber. Yeah!
This is a lightsaber.
He's like, whoa.
I can't
Belonged
tell.
to my teacher, Master Yoda.
Yoda's lightsaber.
And now,
We're not gonna actually see him make the decision right now, are we?
which do you choose?
Oh, that's the end of the episode. I wasn't expecting that.
I can't remember what that guy's name is. The guy with like the blue face. I'm pretty sure, and they wouldn't name him in that scene, but I'm pretty sure it's the same guy from the Clone War series. I'll have to rewatch that. I never finished it. I got through like season 5 or something, or partway through season 5, but I never finished it. I need to go back from the beginning and rewatch it because there's all these different characters and all these different things popping up in the live action now that are from that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said during the, I don't know if that'll make it into the edit, but
Well, I'm gonna put it in the edit.
that the last 2 episodes didn't really feel like it was part of the Boba Fett series. It just felt like
Yeah, I mean they were very entertaining to watch. I mean they're my 2 favorite episodes of the show, but the problem is that Boba Fett wasn't hardly in it, and it just really felt out of place as far as the Boba Fett series. Like I felt like these last 2 episodes should have been the first 2 episodes of Mandalorian season 3. You know, it just felt really. I'm
like
gonna stop recording.
if they wanted to like recruit the Mandalorian to be part of the war, like that's fine, but he shouldn't have gotten a whole episode to himself.
Like an episode and a half.
Yeah,
like even
more
this
than
whole
that, yeah.
this whole chapter 6, while Boba Fett was in it, it was still almost focusing on
he was on it for 2
Mandalorian.
seconds.
I mean, yeah, it was still focusing on Mandalorian and from his perspective and his characters from his show.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just felt like, I'm like, this was already a shortened season as it is. It was only going to be seven episodes for the entire season, and 2 of them were the Mandalorian episodes. And so I'm just like, they didn't have enough.
Yeah.
It felt like they didn't have enough story to fill out an entire season, and then they gave 2 like, filler episodes as far as Boba Fett series is concerned.
Yeah.
But just 2 really good episodes that's helping set up Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah, it's like you could almost take these episodes and then just put them as like an in-between.
Like, I almost wish that they would also just kind of include these 2 episodes when you're watching The Mandalorian, so that you don't necessarily have to watch Boba Fett to rewatch these 2 episodes, because I feel like they're very important to The Mandalorian, what's happening there. But yeah, I just feel like they didn't have enough story to fill up Boba Fett's own series, and then they had to kind of bring in The Mandalorian, which is a criticism, but I mean, again, at the same time, like, I really enjoyed these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
These were great episodes, but I just feel like they shouldn't have done it this way, and they should have continued to play out Boba Fett's story. And if you want to have The Mandalorian, like you said, that's fine, but do it in a way that's still Boba Fett's show and from his perspective and all that, instead of giving so much focus now to this other character that we already have well established and well liked.
Yeah. So, and then they bring in Grogu, and then it's like, well, and Luke,
and Luke, and
Ahsoka, and then it's like, well,
it's like, yeah, like who's Boba Fett? Like,
yeah. So, I mean, obviously the last episode's gonna be like the war, but then we're obviously gonna see Grogu make his choice, which I assume he's choosing the Mandalorian.
Like, we gotta get Baby Yoda back. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way we can do a season 3 without him.
Well,
like,
and I think like going forward too, it's like we never heard of another like Yoda.
he was never mentioned in episode 7, 8, and 9, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. He's not an established Jedi.
So it would make sense if he doesn't choose the lightsaber.
And I like that they're not shying away from using Luke. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna complain about the CGI and all that, but I'm okay looking past it, and I wouldn't mind my own Luke Skywalker series, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like episodes 8 and 9, or mostly just 8, I guess, because he was, spoiler alert, he was dead in 9. If you're watching this, I assume that you want to watch those. But they didn't give us the Luke Skywalker that the fans wanted.
Yeah.
And I feel like this would be a way to give us, a glimpse of Master Luke Skywalker, like, the powerful Jedi and all that, who's, no longer, a student like he was with, in episodes 4, 5, and 6, trying to become a Jedi and all that. And I feel like doing a series, would give the fans that, and, it could do a lot of really cool things. I mean, I doubt they're going to do that. I feel like he might just add, he might pop up in people's shows in one episode. He might pop up in Ahsoka's series for one episode, and he might, pop up here and there, but I don't know if they'll ever actually give him his own series, but I would be here for it, so.
I mean, Sebastian Stan does look a lot like him when he was younger.
Well, I got CGI. He could look just like that, and I'd be fine with it.
But yeah, so, episode 4 was, was good. We kind of got to see how, Fennec and him became partners and, like, all that stuff. And, but, yeah, and then you go into episode 5, and it's, like, a really good episode, and then but it has nothing to do with Boba Fett.
I like how we haven't even mentioned Chapter 4. Chapter 4 was just kind of meh.
I mean, it
was fine.
The episode was fine.
It was fine.
We got to see him, like, become fully healed, and, like I said, him and Fennec meeting and, like, joining forces.
But after watching watching episodes 5 and 6, you're just
it's
yeah. It's like when we binge watch it like this, and
definitely.
I'm glad that we watched episodes 5 and 6 together.
Yeah.
But I wish we would have watched episode 4 like last week. Yeah. Last week or the week before or something, and had that one, with the other ones that I posted today instead of.
Oh, did you post those?
Yeah. Instead of doing it with these, because now it just kind of feels like I don't know, that episode was okay, I guess. Like, there was nothing compared to the other two. Like,
yeah. But hopefully we'll see more of Boba in the finale. We're obviously gonna see, I feel like we're gonna see Grogu. I mean,
I don't know if we're gonna see him in the next episode or not. They might kind of leave that as a cliffhanger to be resolved in the Mandalorian.
Maybe. But why do I feel like he's gonna come into the fight and, like, save the Mandalorian, and, like, that's how he, like, hey, guess what, I'm back and I'm gonna follow you around now.
Maybe. But then I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. But I don't know, if people didn't watch this series and then they're watching season 3, they're like, wait, what? Like, Grogu's back? Like, what? Like, okay. Did I miss something?
They're like, wasn't Luke, like, taking him? Like, what happened there? Yeah, so, I mean, who knows? But
I mean, that would hopefully mean that Luke is bringing him back, and then he's joining in the war, and, like, slicing and dicing.
We're going to see some lightsaber fights.
Him coming back to Tatooine, he's like, good to be back. Not really.
But yeah, so we'll see. One more episode, and then I don't even know what's next. Moon Knight? That's until, like, the end of next month.
No. Yeah, it's probably the next show, though.
Hopefully we'll be better at watching that week to week.
And hopefully we'll just be watching other stuff to fill the time in between.
Yes, that is the goal, because I feel like February is the real start of the year. January is, like, recovering from the holidays and, like, getting reacclimated to normal life, and then February is, like, the real start. So now we can start trying to post more regularly. I say that, but don't quote me on that. Don't hold me to that.
Nobody's watching.
I know. But yeah, so that way we can get going. We got a lot of stuff on a list of things that we're going to watch.
Yep.
I'm not going to say what they are because we're very bad actually watching the things we say we're going to watch, so...
We should probably let the fans decide. And by fans, I mean like the 3 people that would vote if we posted it.
We already did a poll.
That's for the fan to decide. Yay!
Anyways, if you've watched this long, thank you. Let us know what you thought in the comments of the 3 episodes or the series as a whole, or just whatever. Just say hi. Yeah. Thanks for watching.